Vegeta's mind has been in turmoil for the past 2 weeks. His beloved wife Bulma has recently started acting strange and evasive. Her usually candid behavior had dissipated, leaving Vegeta with a sickening intuition that something was not right. All passwords were based on their children's birthdays, which they've always shared between them. Vegeta was confident that nothing would be concealed from him. Yet he was dumbfounded when he discovered that Bulma had created a clandestine Instagram account under the moniker Hot Mama Bully B. The account had no posts, raising Vegeta's suspicion. Why would Bulma, a prolific poster, create an account without sharing any content? His emotions were manically fluctuating between rage and sadness. Still, Vegeta attempted to suppress his qualms and convince himself that his wife's Instagram account was harmless. However, his intuition forbade him from ignoring the warning signs. With trembling fingers, Vegeta gathered the courage to check the Instagram messages, and his worst fears manifested. His heart shattered as he uncovered a dozen messages between his wife and another man who called himself the Professor. Vegeta was skeptical and suspicious as he read through the messages between his wife and some mysterious professor. Though not overtly incriminating, they were enough to set Vegeta on edge and begin a covert investigation. With growing apprehension, he read the last message that sealed his fears. "Does your husband know what's going on?" the professor asked Bulma. Bulma replied, "No, he is clueless, as usual." "Perfect. 10 o'clock tomorrow. See you then." Vegeta's heart raced as the idea of his wife being involved in some secret activity with another man consumed him. Though it was possible that the pair were working on something harmless and science-related, he had to be sure. Thus he decided to follow his wife to the rendezvous point, hoping that his fears would remain unfounded, yet bracing himself for the worst. Vegeta was determined to get to the bottom of things and began following his wife's car, hovering high above her to avoid detection. As they reached a quiet suburb, the car came to a stop outside a residential property. Bulma disembarked from the car, and as the door to the house opened, out popped the mysterious professor from the messages. Vegeta had initially planned to bide his time and gather more information before taking any action. However, as he saw the professor embrace Bulma and watched her give him a peck on the cheek, the Saiyan prince was consumed with rage. "Not my Bulma," he howled as he flew down with lightning speed to confront the man. Bulma heard her husband's furious outburst ringing from up above and called out, "Honey, it's not what you think." Unfortunately, her voice was drowned out by Vegeta's rage and seething anger. As he entered the professor's laboratory, he shouted out, "You're a dead man," with enough force to awaken the professor's children. Suddenly, a brightly colored blur knocked Vegeta from his feet. He quickly regained his footing, realizing he had awakened the professor's protectors. The Powerpuff girls, Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup, were ready to do battle with the Saiyan warrior who had dared to threaten the beloved professor.